The camera car is flashed by a motorist to turn right and turns across the path of an unmarked police car using a bus lane without blues. Who do you think is responsible for the collision, and do you think that a vehicle that shouldn't be in a bus lane changes who is responsible? Before we get into it, 99% of repeat viewers aren't following, so if you like these videos, make sure to drop a follow over there, like the video, and also drop a comment with your views. So we can see that the camera car is approaching the filter box or turning right. A car in the normal driving lane opposite flashes the camera car for them to be able to turn. The camera car proceeds to turn right and collides with the unmarked police vehicle that's using the bus lane without driving on blues. Now, I know that police vehicles don't have to run blues when responding to emergency calls so that they can have that silent approach if needed, but it seems unlikely that they'd be responding to a call using a bus lane to get ahead without being on blues due to the increased risk of a collision with cars in their direction turning left, or as in this case, cars turning right across the traffic into the junction. In terms of liability for the collision, it doesn't matter whether the car is supposed to be in the bus lane or not, or whether it's allowed in the bus lane. As the car turning right across traffic, it's on you to check it's safe and clear to proceed, so the camera car will be found completely responsible for the collision. Depending on the rules set by the local authority, there are many vehicles of a car size or smaller that are allowed in bus lanes. Taxis, private hire vehicles, motorcycles, bicycles, it doesn't matter if they're authorised to use it or not. It's the act that causes the collision where liability rests, in this case turning across the path of an established and correctly proceeding vehicle. Somebody using a bus lane could get a fine for using the bus lane incorrectly, but still be not at fault for the collision. Much in the same way, if you collide with the rear of a stationary vehicle at a red traffic light, if that driver is driving under the influence of drugs or drink, and is also driving without car insurance, they can still claim from you and your insurance for their damages and losses that they sustain in the collision. This kind of situation is always a timely reminder that you should not accept the signal to proceed from any other vehicles, such as the flashing of lights or the waving of a hand. Lovely jubbly, sound as a pound.